Charlie fits into the military in the sense of, I think he plays an older brother role to some of the younger squad members, some of the younger SF boys, but also plays the younger brother to one of the characters, Eduardo, in a sense of looking up to him, of being like, that's the position I want to get to next, which is John Kingsley's right-hand man. So I think that's the position that he's looking to move into as the more tours go on. Charlie's relationship with John, I think, is one of the strongest out of the group itself. I think he's done a few tours with John. There's a lot of trust that John has put in him, in a sense of like, he knows if it goes down where exactly Charlie's gonna be, and that's right behind him. And I think it's also a sense of Charlie looking up to John as like a father figure that maybe he didn't have. And it just being more a sense of like a role model and being like, this is the path I want, this is where I'm gonna go, and this is the individual I need to follow who's gonna get me there. So I definitely think it's a role model. It's a role model figure for Charlie, John's character. These are stories that for me are so important to tell, because there's so much in general life that we don't ever think about what is going on behind closed doors. It's like we might be enjoying our Friday with a nice meal, but forgetting there's a war going on and there are actual soldiers out there protecting our freedom. And to read these stories and have it so close to home, where we've again had the blessing of someone from one of these platoons come in and tell us exactly how it is, it's mind-blowing to know that these things go on. And I think it's so important that these stories are told so that we all can have that knowledge of being like, this happens. And if we're not careful, it will continue to happen. And just being aware of the situations that's going on around us. So I feel like this script here is important, and I feel like it's gonna make a massive impact, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. What it's been like working with Guy Ritchie, how can I say it? It's been an experience in a sense of, I've worked with him before in the past, and it's incredible. For me, he is an actor's director in the sense of, he allows you to play around with the lines. He allows you to come up with what you feel is right for your character. And also that freedom of being like, this don't work, can we try this? And again, you know, Guy's been doing this for years. So for myself, in my early stage of my career, it's a blessing to be working with him. And yeah, I think the way he directs is something that I enjoy and would like to work with more in the future. My experience with Jake has been everything that I expected. He's professional, very polite, and again, he's just amazing at what he does. Just to be on set and watch him in his craft is, again, inspiring and a lesson learning for me, for being, you know, younger and coming into this at such an early stage in my career. To be around someone that's been doing it for so long and so good at what they do is mind-blowing. So it's also, again, it's like being in a masterclass of acting, just watching it and be like, oh, okay, this is how you do it, that's how you do it. Working with Dar Salim again has been a pleasure. He's been so warming on set. I can't really explain it. It's like there was a line that I was struggling to get out, and I remember just looking back at him and he just gave me this nod as if to say like, you got it, you're good. And it was just this really humbling feeling to be around someone, again, who's done so much to give you that time of day to allow you to go, okay, cool, like it's all right to have this process. And again, he's amazing at what he does. It's like, at times, I don't even think he's reading the script. It's just coming out and I'll turn around and be like, whoa, are we rolling? It just seems so natural. How it's been working with the other boys in the squad, it has been, we always say this as actors, that you wish that your cast are, you know, they're easygoing, they're chilled. And to be honest with you, I didn't know what to expect with who was gonna be within the SF unit, because you hear SF soldiers and think, oh God, are people gonna come in with like the proper toxic male masculinity? And it has been everything but that. They have been nothing but a dream to work with on set, and to have a personal relationship with them outside. And we've had a bit of time to decompress together, and it's been nice and chilled. It's just been like a bunch of friends, or brothers, should you say, just chilling. And I think that's what we're trying to get across in the film, is that within the army and within the sections that we're portraying, is that it's a brotherhood. And I feel like now we've formed this brotherhood, and hopefully we can now put that onto screen and everyone can see that love between us. But yeah, it's been nothing but a dream working with them. I've done a military show before, and I came in thinking I knew how to hold a gun, how to wear this, how to do that. And Coward, the military advisor on it, just stripped me down and said, "You ain't got a clue," and basically showed me the way that how SF soldiers carry themselves. And it's been, yeah, it's been unique for me. The guns that we use, the rest of the attire in terms of like the hat, the sunglasses, the earpieces. For me, it's been as close as it can be to SF. And I hope, obviously, along this journey that SF soldiers watch it and we get our praises from them, because at the end of the day, that's who we're portraying.